Hey everyone, welcome to my new venture, The Creative Corner, right here at Studio C. I've been wanting to get this off the ground for a while, I just haven't because life's been hectic, but it's a new year, so why not now? My aim with this is to actually create a space where I can connect with other creatives in our industry right here in Cape Town, where we can learn a bit more about each other and share our experiences with all of you. So today I'm here with my friend Yann. Yann started as a studio hire client, and it's safe to say we're friends now.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're going to be chatting to him a little bit about what he does and how he got to where he is today.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Yann, je suis réalisateur, photographe et creative director. Là, en ce moment, je suis à Studio C. Je vais avoir une petite interview avec Chantel qui va me poser quelques questions et tout ça. Donc, stay tuned et j'espère que vous pourrez follow la page et follow aussi Studio C une fois qu'on aura terminé. Thank you very much.
So Yann, give us a little bit of history. I know a little bit about you, but they don't. So,
of course.
Where are you from? What do you do?
So first, my name is Yann, and I'm a photographer, producer, creative director.
Yeah.
And I founded my company called iShoot like a year and a half ago, where basically what we were aiming to is to try to provide services of anything that touches visuals. So photography, videography, content creation and everything.
Yeah.
Now we're also trying to just expand onto the film industry now. And so anything that is creative and artistic, that's where you find me.
Amazing. You guys have to check him out. You know that I love your accent.
Of course.
So tell all of our friends where you're from.
So I'm from Gabon,
Okay.
which is a small country on the west coast of Africa.
All right.
And my first language is French. Yeah, I've actually learned English only when I came to South Africa around 2012.
I actually didn't know that. I thought you spoke English in Gabon
Not
as well.
at all. I thought I spoke English before I came here. And then I came and I was not able to have a conversation with anybody.
Surprise.
People were just looking at me weird when I was trying to say stuff. And so then I was like, yeah, no.
And then you went to school here.
Yes.
And in the school, was it a French-speaking school?
Not at all. It was actually an English-speaking school.
Okay.
And what they did is that the curriculum back home and here in South Africa is a bit different.
All right.
So when I finished school here, I basically caught up in the middle of the year here as well. So they just put me in a classroom, and then my goal was just to try and like interact with people to improve my language, and at the same time also just try and like learn how the school works, you know.
Okay, I
like,
get you.
The system and everything.
Oh man, it must have been a lot to take in. Do you speak Afrikaans?
No.
No. Did they speak Afrikaans in the school?
They did, but
They
I was
did?
actually exempted because you only get to really learn Afrikaans if you start in grade 7.
Oh,
Yeah, from grade 7
I
onwards,
see,
if you come to SA, you have to learn Afrikaans. Anything above
so you
it,
didn't
you
have
don't have
to.
to learn.
Okay. I mean, you've already got French, so
Yeah.
come on. Yeah.
It's really cool.
Okay.
I like it. People really like it over here, you know. For me, it's like normal, but like people really are about it. Like French. Oh my gosh.
No, it's not an accent I come across often. So when I first met you, and I was obviously quite intrigued, like, but where's this accent from? Because I know you're not Cape Townian, but I can't quite place the accent. So yeah, I do think it's quite fascinating because it's not an accent that we hear every day here. Same as like if I bumped into someone now who spoke Spanish or Italian, I'd probably be a bit like,
Very a bit
hello?
shook, right? I get you, yeah.
Or like bonjour, or whatever.
Yeah, man, languages are not nice. And like even in South Africa in general, you find like a mixture of so many of them, you know?
Yeah.
So it's really cool.
Okay, awesome. So obviously you're the creative brain behind iShoot.
Yes.
So when was the moment that you decided, actually, hold on, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do as a career, my day-to-day. When did that happen? Because you didn't start off as a photographer. You were doing something before that? Or like, what was it like with the studies and coming into adulthood?
Yes. So first, what I want to like basically emphasize is iShoot was created by me, but it became an entity where I'm not the only one involved anymore.
Okay.
So now it became like more like a family type of like thing because I'm working with my brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My brother, like my, you know, like mother, we share the same father and mother.
Yes, your biological brother.
Exactly, biological brother, exactly. And then my cousin.
Okay, got you. Yes.
So the story started like this. When
Story time.
Yeah. So when I came to SA, I did my high school here, and then after that, I graduated from high school and I went to Pretoria. And in Pretoria, I studied mechanical engineering. So I
It's a
graduated.
whole mechanical engineer.
So I graduated as a mechanical engineer from the University of Pretoria, and then when I came here, that's basically when COVID hit, right? At the same time, my cousin came from back home, and he's always been around. He's a stylist, right? He's a person that I work with like all the time, and he came with this whole aesthetic of like clothing and fashion brands and everything like that. And he's always been into this business of like selling clothes and stuff. So when he came, taking pictures was a really big thing for him. But it was COVID, and so he couldn't get people to do it. So that job kind of like landed on me. Right? And then we started getting off like that. So he was like, bro, help me out and whatever. And obviously I was working from home and stuff. So I was like, okay, cool. And then at that moment, when we started actually doing it, we were like, might as well just post it because,
got the content.
Exactly.
It's a shame to let it go to waste.
So that's when I created the page I shoot. I was trying to just try and show people what I'm doing at the moment.
Yes.
And it got really crazy. Like people started asking us for rates, how, how does it work to work with us and stuff like that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, at the time I was just doing it for him and for
just
fun.
For fun.
Or just trying to like let people know what I'm doing.
Okay. But you obviously had the shooting as like some kind of a hobby or passion.
Not
really.
Not even at all.
Oh no way.
It's funny because when I was younger, I would always try and like create like some sort of like films or like short videos of me doing random stuff. But that's really where it came from. But then as I grew up, I kind of like lost track of it. And it only really got back into me once he came back and we started trying to like exploit my creative side more. And we just grew up from there.
It's meant to
now
be.
We're here on Studio C.
So we all know that feeling when you get the DM and someone's like, I want to work with you. And in the beginning it's collab and it's okay, we're gonna, I'm gonna give you pictures, you're gonna model for me, you know how that goes. It's a joint effort. But then it gets to the point where you're like, man, this game is expensive. I'm driving left, right, and center, and I'm spending money on equipment, props, gear, also your time, because when you get home, that's when the work starts.
Exactly.
And you obviously do, Yann does film and video. So there comes a point where you're like, I need compensation.
Yes.
So when did you decide, okay, listen, I need to start charging for this? And how did you handle that shift from collab? Because I know you mentioned just now that people are asking like, what are your rates? And but we know how it is, you put the rates out there, and then suddenly you don't get that many requests. So what was that like? How did you do it?
The beginning for me was pretty much kind of random. So, I wasn't expecting it. So it was more like, okay, what are your rates and stuff like that, right? And I'm always been the type of person that's like trying to make a quick bucks.
Okay.
So I had that, already had that in me.
Had that hustle.
But like, I didn't know the game and I didn't know what kind of like frame I was supposed to use to like charge and how I was supposed to like kind of like layer it out. So what I started doing was just giving random prices, like for example 200 rand for like a session.
Bargain City, 200 rands.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, this is really how
it goes. This is how it goes. You're like, just cover my fuel.
Just
whatever.
Get me to the place and then we're good. Because at the time also I just wanted to create. So anyone that was approaching me was just for me like a golden opportunity to do something new.
Of course.
And I was really in that field and I was really liking it and I was really deep in it. So I was like, let me try and just, if people want to work with me, like why not? It means that what I do is liked, right? So let's see how far it goes.
Of course, It's a nice feeling when someone's like, I like your work.
Exactly.
I want to work with you. And you're like, okay. Say that like one more time.
So then what happened was that I started just charging like, just really small amount. And then what really got me taking it seriously, like the whole how I'm supposed to charge and time and gears and everything, was that it got really a lot at some point.
Okay, yeah.
So people would contact me all the time because they knew what the prices were and they liked what they saw.
Yeah,
so I
'cause
started
word spreads
getting
fast, yeah.
exactly. So and the internet, guys, the internet is crazy. If you're doing anything that people like and you put it out there, you're gonna find people that are gonna really like it,
100%.
and I'm telling you, they're gonna come for you. So they came for me, right? And then once they did that, it was really difficult to like keep up because I was trying to please everyone.
Okay.
So I started getting burnt out. I was not sleeping well. I was not eating well, and that's when I was like, okay, this is becoming a bit toxic now.
Okay.
I need to either increase
Yeah.
my prices so that
Yeah.
either people think twice
Okay.
about approaching me,
Yeah,
or
okay.
just in general, just trying to like filter out people also that are like not really serious.
Yes,
Because when you're
yeah.
too accessible, then anybody can get to you.
Yes, of course, and unfortunately with more people, there's more
Exactly.
chance of people not being as serious, or
Exactly.
they don't pay, or they take advantage.
Or they will just stood you up and left you hanging.
Oh,
you know?
that's actually the worst, when you turn up at the location and they're not there. And you're like, they'll be here.
They'll be here.
45 minutes later, they're not there.
You know, and people like us really pour, like, people
Yeah.
don't realize how much us creators really pour
Yeah.
ourselves into what we do.
Yeah.
And so people will really take it lightly, you know, like I'm really trying to set up everything so that everything that we make looks as perfect as possible.
100%.
But then the person on the other side is just like, oh, it's just photos.
Yeah, to them
You know,
it's
or
just a
it's
shoot or whatever.
You know,
Yeah,
like, it's okay. I can pass on that.
I know what you mean.
So from there, that's when I was like, okay, we need a structure now. Like, how do we decompose
Okay.
my transport, the time that I'm using, the images that I'm selling? You know, started trying to like figure it out how I was going to structure it, and from there, obviously I made mistakes in the beginning because I was
Yeah,
really just trying to
yeah.
be like, okay, let's try this and see what happens, and then it just kept on building.
Yeah.
So what I did is that I would just start walking, and then every time that I would fall, I'd be like, okay,
Yeah.
we're not using this path anymore.
Yeah.
Let's try this one. Then I would fall
Absolutely.
again, and then I'd
Yeah.
be like, okay, you're not doing this
Yeah.
anymore. And I would just keep on navigating like that.
That's the only way though, because
Yeah.
without those mistakes, it sucks when it happens.
Yeah.
And you feel maybe like an idiot. You're like, oh, I should have seen this coming. I should have known. But without the mistake, you actually can't get better.
Exactly.
Because until it happens to you and it hurts you, you lose gear, you lose time, you lose money, you get burnt out.
Exactly.
You become stressed and your health takes a toll or something else takes a toll. And then you think, you know what, actually, okay, those mistakes and whatever, like the only way to get better is to not do that again.
Exactly.
And yeah, then you learn.
Yeah.
And also the shift from like, I do this, I like creating, to this is my business.
Yeah.
That shift when you have to start becoming serious, because
Yeah.
you have to take yourself serious for others to, you know,
Also
take you
respect
as
you.
serious. So I know that shift
Of
is a tricky
course.
one, and every day we are all still learning.
But you know, also
All of
that
us.
that was really tricky for me, right? Because like I started everything really from a place of love and just wanted to create and do the best art that I could possibly make. So doing that shift from making it like really just like something that I want to do for the sake of doing and
Yeah.
making it something that I actually try and make a living out of
Yes.
was a really difficult transition for me.
Tricky one. But you
Yeah.
got there.
But I got there.
Got there.
I got there.
So Yann, I love what you do.
Thank you very
I love your
much.
work. It's obviously really creative. I find it really different.
Thank you.
And basically I want to know what inspires you.
So basically, first things first is that it's really made like that on purpose.
Okay.
Because we are trying to diversify our portfolio and basically making sure that we can show people what we can do and how wide the variety of what we can offer is. So every time we try to come up with new concepts and new ideas, new locations, new clothes, just to try and give out that idea, you know. A lot of projects that we get on are either personal or clients.
Okay.
And even within the clients or ourselves, we try to add that little spice, you know, of like trying to do something that people haven't seen yet,
Okay.
kind of vibe, you know. So
Okay.
what really inspires me though, I would say I have a lot of inspiration when it comes to like photographers out there. So
Okay.
I'm just gonna mention the names that I have, like, you know, the ones that marked me.
Studio C.
Studio C, of course.
I'm joking, but okay.
Then there's also Nicola Fols. He's
Okay.
from Milan. He's Italian.
Yeah.
Really great photographer. There's Lachan Bailey, which is
Same.
also really, really good. Also, he's American, I believe.
Okay.
I think so. And there's my number 3 would be Kitsogori.
Okay. Yeah.
She's from Cape Town actually.
Okay.
She's one of the few photographers that really like the style in Cape Town, like that.
Nice,
You know, like I
yeah.
look at her work and I'm like, yo,
Amazing.
this is really dope. So
Yeah.
those are my top 3 probably. Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna have to go check out the Instagram profiles for sure.
You
For
should.
sure.
You really should, guys. They're really great. These are the people that I kind of like look up to when I was still grinding, trying to get my portfolio proper and be like, okay, I need this type of work and this type of
Yeah.
work. Yeah.
It's nice that you also get inspo from other photographers because everyone gets it from different places. It could be music, it could be life experience, it could be nature, it could be everyday happenings that you see in the street or at home. So I think it's actually cool that you get your inspo from other photographers.
Of course.
As well.
The thing is also you're really right though, because anything that I think when it comes to creativity, anything that you've lived through and everything that you experience will also inspire you in a way.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
The music you listen to, the places you go to will give you an idea. Like you see something and you're like, oh, damn, I could use that.
So true. And then doesn't it bug you when you've seen something? Like I'll be out and I'll see something silly, like a wall or whatever. And then for like 3-4 days, I'll be having like
the
visions of
ideas you
what
can.
if we did this?
Exactly.
Or like when you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning, you must write this idea down, and you like type it on your phone. Yeah.
It's so bad even for me because what I started doing where even is like when I get somewhere that's like kind of like that sparks me up a bit.
Yeah.
I would take a picture and I would just write down like whatever the name of the place is so that I know how to get back there.
Of course.
And I know that usually
GPS coordinates.
You know what I mean? So I have all these pinpoints around town where I'm like, this is there, this is there, this wall is that side.
Yeah.
This beach is like this or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
You could do like a location book.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then sell it.
Basically.
Add that to your business. Okay, I think it's time for a game.
Yeah, let's do it.
A game. This is a quick game. Let's get this out here. All right, we're going to play a little this or that. Okay, Yann? So you got to pick one and one only.
Okay.
You got to tell me your answer.
Okay, cool.
Time starts now. Joking. There's no time.
This or that?
This or that?
Phew.
TikTok or Instagram?
Instagram.
Oh, okay. Canon or Sony?
Canon.
Oh,
yeah,
I like it.
I'm biased. Sorry, Nikon lovers.
Sorry.
I'm out.
Studio or location?
Ooh.
Oh, as we sit in the studio.
Oh my God. This is
tricky. How do you say tricky in French?
Usually you would like drink and I just have a sip if I can.
I won't be upset. You can say location if you want to say location. I won't be upset. Cape Town's got beautiful locations.
You see, I would say...
We're spoiled here for locations.
Yeah.
We're
you know
spoiled.
what?
Yeah.
I would be biased in Cape Town, especially because of just how much sceneries we have.
Yeah.
So I would go for location.
And we have the weather.
Yes.
So, yeah, I don't blame you.
Because of that, yeah.
No,
otherwise, I love studio, guys. I love studio shoots.
Just making it clear. And he does them.
Yeah.
He does both.
I used not to. I mean, when I was studying for photography, locations was the only thing I was doing. But once I was introduced to studios, then I never let go.
Catch him in the studio. Or actually catch me in the studio, catch him outside.
Catch him outside. Catch me outside, how about that?
How about that? She's famous, man, for saying that one line.
You know?
That one line.
It went viral.
Catch me outside, how about that?
You know? It just went viral.
Oh, like God. Okay, back to the game. So we did studio location. Seeing as you said location, which I knew you would say, sunset or sunrise?
Sunset.
Okay. Beach or forest?
Beach.
Uh-huh. Okay, photo or video?
Sure. No, I'm sorry. That one is too tough for me. But
you must answer.
Okay.
We can't go to the next one without answer.
If I must answer, and it might shock a few people, I would say video.
Is it?
Yes.
I'm not too shocked.
I would say video.
Okay, video.
Video is definitely where my heart is. Yeah.
In that case, when it comes to videographing, filming a group of people or just one person?
Group of people.
Group, okay. With natural light or flash?
it really depends on what you're trying to do, you know? Because
Okay.
like the flashes gives you that insight of like you have control
Okay.
over what you want to make over a long period of time.
Gotcha.
Meanwhile, when it comes to like natural lights, you have only that light
to work
within that
within that.
specific time frame.
Yeah,
You know?
okay.
So it's kind of like more stressful.
What do you like the look of more?
Natural lights.
Okay.
By far.
Okay,
By
got you.
far. By far.
Okay, and then a fixed lens or a zoom lens?
Zoom lens.
Zoom, okay.
Yeah, zoom lens.
We like that, what's the word when you have options? Flexibility.
Flexibility.
We like the flexibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, seeing as we're talking video, in terms of editing, Premiere Pro or DaVinci?
DaVinci.
Okay.
Yeah.
Editing during the day or the night?
Night.
Night,
All
okay.
the time. Every time.
Okay. And this was not so much a this or that. It's a question. If you could, I've lost the question. Okay, you heard it. If you could work with one celebrity, you could film them, you could shoot them, whatever. Who would it be?
Like any celebrity, depends, regardless of the field.
Doesn't matter what they do, yeah. They could be singer, actor, they could be an artist.
Okay, so my heart first would lie on somebody that's deceased, Michael Jackson.
Oh,
That would have
okay.
been my number one.
Number one,
But then
okay.
number two, when it comes to like contemporary artists,
Yeah.
I would say Ashake.
Say the name again?
Ashake.
Ashake.
Yeah, he's a
Okay.
Nigerian artist
Yeah.
that like basically started really being on like the stage world for like the past 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's really good. Like
So this
his
time,
creativity and
it could
everything.
happen?
Of course. Actually, I'm coming for you, bro. Ashake, if you see this, I'm telling you right now, I'm shooting you sometime, man. Be ready.
You heard it here. You heard it here. It's happening.
I'm telling y'all.
I'll be there. I'll be there to photograph behind the scenes of you photographing Ashake. It's gonna happen.
Thank you very much.
Okay,
Putting it
cool.
out there. You know.
Thanks for playing my game. Told you it was chilled. Chill
Yeah.
game. Chilled. Easy. No crazy. Okay, now the real game begins. No, I'm joking.
You actually got me. I was like, yo, what's going on?
Do you find Cape Town to be a positive place for growth within our industry?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I feel the same.
Absolutely. Even just for myself, like I've been able to connect with like some of the best creatives that I've met, like all over my life, you know?
Awesome.
So Cape Town altogether is just really just a hot spot for
Yeah.
creativity. Not only because of like the aesthetics of like the sceneries that we have and the location, because South Africa in general also is just really nicely located when it comes to weather conditions and everything like
Right,
that.
yeah.
We are actually in a really nice like part of the world. But also it's really a hot spot for any area that you're trying to pursue in. You know?
Okay,
There's
yeah.
also the infrastructure is here also made so that you can really pursue a career in anything that you want, really. Up to an extent where you can make a living out of it. So Cape Town definitely for me is one of the hotspots by far in the
Nice.
whole world.
Yeah, no, I feel the
It's-
same, definitely. We have
Yeah.
such a nice melting pot of cultures.
Exactly.
We have so much diversity here.
Exactly.
It's awesome. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter in terms, you're looking for people, you're looking for style, you're looking for music, you're looking for food. Like,
You'll find it here.
you're going to find, you're going to find it for sure. I also think it's a really positive place. And I think, I don't know, Cape Town has I find a mutual respect amongst creatives
Yes.
where they're like, okay, I see you, I see what you're doing, I respect, your efforts and what you're trying to do. I want to work with you and be on that same level, and
Yeah.
also like you're going to see that person
For sure.
and bring as much to the table as possible. Obviously, every now and again you run into a person who's maybe
Yeah.
looking to, ride your wave or
Yeah.
catch a
I've e-
piggyback. But
I've even had people that would like just try and just be on my set. Like I've had people calling me and being like, yo, bro, I like what you're doing. Can I just come to one of your shoots and just be there?
okay,
You know?
Just
I've
be present.
never really like got into that.
okay,
But I've had a few people where I'm like, okay, we can have a conversation, and I see
Yes.
that your energy is like, on the
Yeah.
same level as mine. And I'll be like, okay, pull up,
100%.
Yeah. But most of the time, it's really about work, So being just there assisting is something that I would like fathom more.
Okay.
than just someone who's just there looking around, you know.
Yes, yeah, like just coming to watch.
Exactly.
Obviously, it's nice for them to see what's going on, but like if you're going to
Yeah.
be here, like help would be
Exactly.
beneficial. It would
Because
be
also,
great.
if you're really interested about the space, you would want to get involved. You would
Yeah.
want to know like how
It's
does
hard
this
to
work
learn.
and everything like that, you know. So I
Absolutely.
really like that for like from people. But not everybody is like that. People just usually want to see like, wow, what's going on?
Yeah.
And they see the final product, and obviously it gets them excited because they're like, damn, what's going
Okay.
on? But in reality, it's just everyday life, really. We just made it our job to make anything that is borderline normal, extraordinary.
Yeah.
You know?
I like that.
That's why you have
Extraordinary.
behind, you know.
Yes.
That's why when you see behind the scenes, it really, I think that really creates that connection.
Yeah.
When people see behind the scenes and they're like, okay, I see what they're doing or whatever, and then when they see the actual like final product, that's when they're like, wow, that's what you were doing. Like,
That's what it looks
you were
like.
trying to get to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's it.
It's a process.
That's it. Mademoiselle load shedding decided to show up.
Yeah, ESCOM just cut our lights. I wanted to ask what your favorite part of the job is.
My favorite part of the job would be getting to just visualize something in your mind
Yeah.
and physically recreating it.
Okay.
I
know
think
what you
just
mean.
that experience is so satisfying,
Seeing it come to life.
you know, because you can,
Yeah.
it's something also that is really like personal because you see it from your point of view and nobody
Yeah.
really can have any sort of like impact or like say on it.
Of course.
And once you actually realize it and it comes out the way you want it, it never really happens because you never really get exactly what you have in your mind depending
Yeah.
on what you're using. But just seeing the final product that started in your head is something for me that's like, it's a feeling that's like, you can't replace it, you know?
I get that. No, that's a nice. I like what you said. I like that because there's a lot of things about the job that's awesome, but I do think the final product and a happy customer,
Exactly.
or a happy creator if it was a personal project.
Exactly.
I think that's definitely one of the best things.
Yeah, by far. By
Okay, and then on the other side of that, besides ESCOM, what's your least favorite part of the job?
far. My least favorite part
Yeah.
of the job is the fact that I think when it comes to what we do, only the people that do the same thing on average can really understand like what we're doing.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes sense, but what I'm just trying to say is that most people out there look at creatives as, you know, like just what it is. Like, for example, you get people that look at you like, oh, like photography is not that deep. You're just pressing buttons.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Or
yes.
like people would look at the prices that you charge for and be like, damn, this is too expensive, but they don't know how much of our
into
own
it.
money goes into the gears that we're using
Yes.
to provide the best outcome possible. You know, so I think that's just that, man. Like any issues that I've always had in this industry has always been about just someone just not realizing.
I think it's like a lack of education
Yeah,
in
you know.
the clients,
Yeah.
which is obviously, I know it's not their fault because how
Of course.
how can we
do you
expect them to know?
Exactly.
But I think there's a point where, like, I don't question why other professions charge what they charge, but I
Yeah.
think we get questioned a lot.
A lot,
Well, not
yes.
just photographers,
Yeah.
Artists, singers, you know, a lot of different people out there that are in the creative field, they get questioned, like, but why are your rates like this? And it's like, how come you got to ask me? Why can't you accept that?
You
and
know?
if it doesn't work for you,
Then that's it.
there is somebody else
Exactly.
who will probably provide what you want
You know?
for your budget.
And that's the funniest part
know?
because, like, if you want me, then the prices you see is what it takes to get access to me.
Yes, that's,
You know,
yeah,
if you
absolutely.
don't want that, then it's okay. Like, you know,
Of course. So when you
But,
go to the
yeah.
shop, I want this thing. It's too
Yeah.
expensive. I'm not going to buy it.
Yeah.
I'm going to get this one instead. Or, you know, and that's fine. But I think we do get questioned a lot to
Yeah.
almost justify, which I think that's where it gets tricky. So I can relate.
yeah,
To what you're saying.
people just have that ease to be like, I want this, but I don't want it for what it is and what the sacrifices behind it are. You
Yeah.
know? That's really that's what irks me.
Okay,
You know.
I get you.
But
No,
besides
that's a fair
that,
point.
I love everything about it.
Overall, loving the job.
Yeah, I really do.
That's good. Okay. So what's been your best job to date? The one where you liked the process as well as the final outcome of the shoot or the photo shoot or film that you're doing?
My best job. to date.
It's a hard one because I know you don't want to say one particular one and then upset someone else.
Yeah.
Or you can make it, what was one of your favorite, one of your best?
One of my favorites. Let's see. There's this project that I've made with my brothers called Jack.
Okay.
You guys should go and check it out. It's definitely one of my fav. Because what we do is that for every project and every concept that we make, we try to create a video. That's like some sort of like a short storytelling type of video.
Yeah.
And then there's also the photo shoot with it. That's with it. We went to this place in Cape Town called the Atlantis Sand Dunes.
Oh, yes, I know this one.
I think you've seen it, yeah.
Yes,
so the concept behind it was basically just to get like a group of boys just trying to have fun in the sand.
Yeah, no, it was cool. You know? It was really cool.
It was really, it's definitely in my top.
It's awesome. Beautifully captured as well.
Thank you very much.
Like, loved it. It looked like you had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
The photos were stunning. There were some beautiful moments, but it also looked like you guys had a fat blast.
Yes.
You had a party on the dunes.
And that was really the whole mood of it, you know. We were just trying to, because you see, a lot of our work incorporates like, you know, like being on set and posing and showing and doing this and doing that. But I found that the type of content or even the type of art that people relate to the most are the ones that are really just spontaneous. Like it doesn't look like it's calculated, it doesn't look like it's made, it doesn't look like it's planned. Yeah. And it's just captured as it is. And that's really what that project was really about. And I'm really proud of that, you know.
Yeah. No, I love that too. I like that you picked that one.
Thank you.
Okay. So we all love traveling. I shouldn't say we all love traveling. I love traveling. Do you like traveling?
I love traveling.
Okay, so if you could pick one place to do a shoot outside of Cape Town, like you're getting paid to go here and shoot a job, a company, somebody's hiring you. Where is this place? What country, what city, what island? Where are we going?
I think it might be like a crazy thing, right?
Okay.
But I would like to go and shoot by the Northern Lights.
Oh, I never would have thought you'd have said that.
Yeah, the Northern Lights.
Yeah, okay.
So I'm not going to give you the whole idea.
Okay.
Because obviously, you know, people are out there. I'm going to keep it for myself. But the idea would be to have the Northern Light as a background for one of my shoots.
Okay, I get that.
Something like that. It would give something so unique because I feel like most people, obviously it's a place that is not really easy of access, you know, because of the temperature and everything. But I would be willing to just go that far. You know,
you need the right clothing. You need the gear. It's cold.
Yes.
It's cold. Exactly. I mean, I guess I was lucky enough to see it once with my old job. And I didn't have the right clothing. Yeah. And I struggled. I legit thought, I was saying to my friend, I've got frostbite. And he was like, don't be ridiculous. I've got frostbite. We got back to work. I was like, I need to see a medic. I didn't have frostbite, but I didn't have the right gear.
Of course.
So when you go, get the right gear. Because you're going to go. You're going to go one day. You're going to do it. You're going to do it.
Like this is really one of my like top 10 things that I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, shooting by the Northern Lights.
That's a cool one. You know? I like it.
But something really artistic, you know, really speaking.
Yeah.
Giving.
And you're working with the coolest form of natural light.
Exactly.
What is it even made up of? I learned about it. Don't share this bit because people are going to be, you don't know.
You don't. You guys don't know what the hell you doing.
I went there, bro. I didn't ask the science behind it. I was too mesmerized.
Just busy looking at it. Like,
I was too mesmerized, and then I realized I had frostbite, so I didn't care about the science. I cared about my fingers.
I actually don't even know,
That's a cool one, yeah.
And you see, that's the other thing. Don't judge me for this, but like that's really just how I see like anything that is like arts related, man. Like I don't need to understand. Yeah. I just look at it and I like it, and I'm like, this is dope. I want to incorporate it into my own. Yeah. You know?
That would be cool. Yeah. That would be a cool
one.
That
would be really great.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have a lot of places like, you know, like Japan.
Oh, yes.
You know,
oh, my God.
That I would really love to go shoot because they're really, they're really like the artistry that is so unique in places like Japan. Yeah. Like you won't find anywhere else.
Of course.
You know, it's really so unique, and the landscape and the way the architecture. Yeah. Insane.
I've never been there, but I've seen so many pictures. I'd love to.
I've never been there either. Yeah. So it's really one of
the
places
food.
Also. I mean, please.
Are we going there for pictures? We're going there to eat.
You know?
Both.
We'll have to really
Both.
discuss this one.
Oh man. Okay, so then what's next for you? I mean, we're in January 2024.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have I can't speak. We're gonna have to have this conversation at the end of the year.
Okay.
And see what's happened.
All right.
But what would you like to see happen? One or two things that you'd like to do this year. One or two things that you'd like to see happen.
Okay, so in the beginning of my journey as an artist,
Okay.
I focused a lot on like the photography, right? So what I was trying to do up until now was to try and like build my portfolio,
Alright.
try and get as many projects as possible, try and get as many clients as possible within that, just to be able to show people what we could do, what we could offer.
Okay.
But now I feel like I just want to expand more. And remember, I told you that video is really where my heart lies.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to be exploring that more.
Alright.
So the producing and the film production and the film directing is what I'm going to be pushing way more this year. So videos is what 2024 is going to be about.
Nice. We'll be watching.
Yeah.
I'll be watching for
you'll
sure.
Be watching. A lot of stuff. Making movies, guys.
Oh, yes. Coming soon to Netflix. Dun dun.
Dun, dun.
Add that Netflix sound. Dun, dun.
You know what?
We
I'm
should
going to do
start
that.
this with the Netflix
I'm going
sound.
to do that. You know?
Dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
The aircon's gone because of ESCOM. Thank you so much for joining us. Yann, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's been a pleasure. But I want you to teach me how to say bye in French.
Au revoir.
Please. Oh, just like that.
Yeah.
One more time.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys.
No, in English, in French.
Oh, in French. Merci. Hold on. Okay. Merci
Merci
d'avoir. Merci d'avoir.
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 Merci d'avoir
Regardé.
regardé.
Yes. Merci d'avoir regardé.
Regardé.